Hey guys, what's up? It's Erin here, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of something different for me. I'm going to be doing a blend of ColourPop's Blow Me Away Quad Palette and the Belle of the Ball. Both of these are from it was this year's spring collection, I think. So I'm going to be combining some of these guys together and then just playing along as we go. I'm going to go ahead and grab some of my brushes here while I get, so they can just sit at the ready while I am getting my foundation and concealer on. So as you can probably hear, I'm getting a whole lot of brushes. But that's all good. That's what we want. We want to be prepared. So, definitely want to make sure that we're prepared. So I've got brushes out that way. I've got brushes over here. And I love my eye brushes and my eyebrow brushes. So let's separate those bad boys. And get a few things here and there, like a complexion brush and a little contour brush. So we're just doing highlighting of ever and bringing in a very thick crease brush. Okay. So, we got more over here. So I've got definite stuff at the ready. Now usually I have this stuff prepared and done already, but figured why not show the full process this time. So we're definitely going to go into these different brushes and I'm looking forward to it. Alright, yes, that is 4 cups of brushes if you're counting. It's crazy, but I got it. So I'm going to bring out my Ultimate Blending Brush as well. And a nice little highlighting brush. More blush brush. Another highlighting brush. And I think we are good to go. And we're going to go ahead and bring this face to life. Alright, so that's like 30-40 brushes. So I'm going to go in with my Damp Super Blender by the Up and Up brand. And I'm going to take my favorite foundation. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in Rose Ivory. I love it because it also does not oxidize on me. So let's grab me a mirror here. Don't even know. Alright, so I'm going to grab my blush palette that e.l.f. has. And I'm just going to apply the foundation to my face. So I will zoom you in a little bit. So I'm just kind of dipping in there. And if you're wondering if I primed, yes I did. I primed with some aloe vera. So yeah, didn't know that could be a primer, huh? So just applying. It is very cold. Okay, grab some on that forehead. Okay. Grab these little hairs and get them out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and put this foundation, so here we go. And gently tap it in. Don't be like, usually I do this part before I get on camera, but I don't care. It's okay to have the camera on while I do this, so. I love how I can barely hear this on my skin. That's always nice. I'm actually uploading a video right now as I do this. It is, I think you guys are gonna like the video, so I won't give anything away. I think I'm gonna go for another coat for even coverage. As long as I can get the inner nose, little nose crevice. Alright, do I need another coat? Nah, we won't go for the other coat. We won't go for that. Trying to put makeup on the neck. Okay, I'm gonna close my foundation here so it doesn't go bad. Gonna go ahead and set it right there. I'm gonna zoom you out a little bit and adjust. There we go. Sorry, I had to adjust that because you guys were a little high there. Okay, so there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the e.l.f. Brow Kit in the shade Light. And I'm gonna take 2 e.l.f. brushes here. This is a small angled brush and this is a spoolie. So I comb through my brows really quick and then flick them up. Then I go in with the angled brush. I go in with the wax first, which is that dark shade that you just saw. And I really go in here and try to make them as dark as I can. Okay. And then I'll go in with the powder. And really define those brows. Okay, so we're gonna just spoolie those in. Alright, so that's what those look like. I can put these away now. Gone they are. Kit is complete. Alright, now I'm gonna take some concealer, and this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in Fair. So I'm going to go on the under eye and the lid. Maybe get this guy down here. And then that will be all that we're going to use as concealer. So I'm going to go ahead and take the pointy end of my beauty sponge. Alright, so I'm going to take that flat end and just dab it in. And then go to the larger end and blend out foundation right there and the concealer together. So that's what they look like. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the eyeshadows. Gotta move things over. So I'm gonna actually go for the pink first, and then add in some of the orange. So let's go ahead and do that. So, Bow of the Ball, and it has the names on the back. So when I'm not looking at you, I'm probably looking at this. So just bear with me a little bit here. Now, this is a magnetic palette. Comes with a quad as well as 3 single shadows. So I'm gonna go ahead and just lay those out right now. Alright, so I'm gonna go kind of bold on the eye. I love how I just looked at that as if it were a mirror. It's not. Okay, so we're gonna start in on the eye. I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit more. And I'm gonna end up using that mirror over there. But what I wanna do, I didn't even set the face. I am so sorry, I'm out of order right now. But we will get there. What I'm using as my setting powder is the e.l.f. Beautifully Bare finishing powder in the shade Light Medium. And it looks like this. I've hit pan on it, so I need to, and this is a fluffy e.l.f. or fluffy ColourPop brush. Need to get me another one at some point. Actually, they have a lighter one out there, so may need to go try that out. Alright. Alright. So now we can go into the eyeshadows. So I'm going to close that up, put it back in the bag. I will zoom you out a little bit because you don't need to be that close. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take a fluff brush by ColourPop, and I think I'm going to go into, because you always want to do base shade first, I'm going to use this color right here, and in that order it is called Secrets. So I'm going to take this brush, tap in just a little bit, knock off the fallout, grab your mirror, and just work it onto the lid. And I'm going to go ahead and put that all over the lid. Yeah, so we're making a little bit of pigment here. Okay, so it's very lightly colored there. What I want to do is actually add a little bit of a darker pink. So I'm going to go in with the same brush, and this is called Poodle. It's one of the single shadows that's in there. So I'm going to dab with the same brush into here just slightly, very lightly, knock off your excess, and go in because I don't want to pack on the color just yet. So I'm going to go a little more on that shadow. Okay, for the other eye. Now what I'm doing is I'm just building it for an even darker shadow. Please pardon my phone. Okay, so that's where we are with Poodle. Now I want to take another shade, and I'm just going to go lightly with it as well. It is this shade right here. It's called Fair Play. So I'm going to grab a different brush, gonna clean it off of any residue, and I'm gonna go ahead and dunk into the dunk. I'm gonna go like this and lightly tap it. And just start to flare it out a bit more. This is a ColourPop brush. So we are going to intensify this pink, because we do want it to be kind of strong. Go in small circular motions. Okay, now with the same brush, I'm going to go into this shade here, and it is called Pebbles. So I'm going to dive into that a little bit, knock off our excess. There we go. Really nice pink pigment. Keep adding a little bit. Alright, so one more dip for both eyes. Okay, so that is done. Now I want to take a slight bit of the metallic that's here. It's this one right here, and that one is called On the Fence. I'm going to take that same brush and just kind of go in a little bit, tapping off any excess there may be, and just placing it all over the shadow that we just laid down. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to go into... Actually, you know what? I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to go into my blush. And I'm going to take this shade. I'll go ahead and take the same brush. Knock off some of that. And really intensify it. And we'll redo that metallic layering. And then I want to go in a little bit with my sparkly one that's in the blush palette. I will also be using the same brush for that. And we will just intensify the eyes here. Okay, now I'm going to go back into that metallic shade that we had before. And cover it on the lid. Okay, so now it is nice and metallic. So I'm going to go ahead and put this brush off to the side right now. I'm going to put those single shadows back in. I love that, how the eyes just came out right now. I'm like, yes! Alright, so now we're going to go into Blow Me Away. This is the Nectar set here. And it also has two little single shadows in here as well. So it looks like this. So I have an idea here. And I'm really hoping that it works out. So I'm going to take those right there, the single ones out of here, And what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna go in the crease with this guy right here, and that one is called Centerfold. So I'm gonna find another fluff brush. Ooh, we got a crease brush. Alright, this is the e.l.f. foundation, blending brush, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna go in with that shade there and just tap a bit of that shadow onto the brush. And I'm just gonna apply that into the crease. There we go. We're gonna get more pigmented as it goes, so I just want to get this started first. Alright, so we've got a little bit of an orange base. So I'm going to go ahead and use, what is this? This is an e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush. And I'm going to go ahead and use, actually I'm not going to use this brush, I'm going to go in with a more of a blending brush. So let's see what we got here. So we've got a ColourPop fluff brush, and I'm going to go in with this very dark shade into the crease, and that is called Slim Fit. So just gonna go lightly like this, like we did before. Knock off the excess and really go in the crease. And go ahead and continue to do that. We can lighten this up as we go, but this is very pigmented. Okay, now that we have that on, I'm going to go ahead and wipe that away, and I'm going to go ahead and use a different fluff brush. This is also a ColourPop fluff brush, and I'm going to go ahead in with this light shade, which is called Issues. So I'm going to go ahead and pat gently into that shade and just sort of blend the edges a little bit while also keeping pigment. And just blending it out ever so slightly. Okay, so that is the area there. And I'm going to take the metallic shade, which is right here, and it is called Take a Break. So I'm going to apply that onto my brow bone, same brush, and just go on in. Alright. So I like how the shadows came out. I'm going to leave them as is. So we'll put those two single shadows back in. Cover that. Put it back in here. So now that we are at this level here, I'm going to go ahead and zoom you out a little bit. And I don't use eyeliner. I just don't, because I don't own it anymore, and it's sometimes kind of meh. I'm going to take a ColourPop pencil brush, and actually I'm going to go into my blush palette and go in here. And we're going to use that as our under eye shade. Okay, it's a little bit more. Alright, so there's a little bit more going on. Alright, so that is that. Need to hurry up here. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the mascara. This mascara is the Great Lash by Maybelline Cosmetics in Black is Black. And grab my mirror here. Put some mascara on. Okay. Ah. Whew. All right. Mascara is on. Put that down. Now I'm going to actually go into the blush palette for the blush. And I have an e.l.f. Cosmetics brush. It's a blush brush. And I'm going to go ahead and take this lightest pink right here. Gently tap into it. Whew. Got a few fibers coming out of there. She's been well used. Okay. Alright, so that leaves that intensity. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and go into a highlighter. So actually I want to use Blushed Gems, which is another, it's a baked highlighter by e.l.f. And Pink Diamonds, which is also a baked highlighter from e.l.f. So I'm going to take the highlighting brush and we're going to go ahead in on Blushed Gems first. Oh, okay. Just go ahead and coat up the cheek. I'm trying hard to beat the clock because my camera's like, we're gonna shut off on you like now. So we will beat that clock. Alright, so we do this, a little bit of this, and then my lip color is gonna be Date Matte. It's a really pretty color. Very, very pretty. And I'm gonna speed through this. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and I will give you a little bit in just a second. Hi, okay, So, we just barely made the clock. Ooh, just barely. So this is definitely a very dry formula on my lips right now. I wish it wasn't. But it is a very bold pink. So I'm going to go ahead, and I love it so much. I'm going to keep buying this one. And I'm going to add in, just to make it a little bit lighter, I'm going to add the e.l.f. matte lip color. This is in the shade Dash of Pink. So I'm just going to go over what I just did. Okay, so this is what the lip actually looks like. But I'm really happy about that color. So I'm going to go ahead and add on a little more highlighter to my cheeks. This is the Pink Diamonds one this time. And just sort of add on. Okay, so outside of setting spray, we are good to go. So for setting spray, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Natural Finish Setting Spray. And here we go. Yeah, that'll wake you up in the morning. Woo! My gosh. So this is kind of what I was going for. I think it looks really nice, really pretty. And I would definitely do this look again. So definitely let me know how you guys think of it. But let's go ahead and do the big reveal here of how this would look on me. So, hair is down. Crazy right there, but hair is down. So we'll go ahead and, so there we go. And one final look. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Didn't turn out too bad. Wow. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. I'm just shocked that I was able to do that. Wow. Okay. So that is the end of this video. I know it was long. I apologize for that. But yeah. Anyway, if you guys liked what you saw today, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And when you do, please tap that little bell that pops up right next to it, because that'll notify you anytime I post a new video. I would really appreciate it. It would help me out. And if you could hit the like button on this, that would help me out even more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye, guys.